Welcome to Real Estate Growth Investor Cycle. I am your host, Gab. Today we are dissecting a hard truth between buying versus renting. Stay tuned.
You're listening to the Real Estate Growth Investor Circle Canada with your host, Gab. This is a safe space for immigrants, entrepreneurs, and future investors who are learning, growing, or taking their first steps in real estate. Here, we move with patience, focusing on clarity, confidence, and progress, one step at a time. Each episode is about real conversations, simple explanations, and honest stories from people who started right where you are and didn't give up. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, unsure, or discouraged, you're not alone. This podcast is here to guide, encourage, and remind you that growth is possible. Welcome to Growth Investor Circle to Real Estate Investing in Canada and around the world. Here's Gab.
Have you ever wondered if the biggest financial mistake you have made is actually the place you call home? In 2020, old advice of just buying a house and you will be fine is officially broken. We are seeing weird split in the market. Some people are going house poor for a tiny condominium, while others are staying completely liquid and somehow get rich. So this brings to this idea. Buying is actually a lifestyle choice that happens to be an investment. But renting on the other side is a lifestyle choice that happens to be a lifestyle. Let's meet Sarah. She lives in Vancouver. She could buy a tiny 400 square foot condominium, but she by still be house poor. Or she could do that. She actually did rent by renting in a near city, near the tech job. She take that $2,000 a month she saves by not having a mortgage, property tax, and maintenance fees, and all the above of buying a house. She would take that money and put into a diversified stock portfolio or buy a small rental property in the cheapest province. In this way, we'll just blow up the myth that renting is throwing money away. In 2026, renting seems as a buying freedom for those who follows Sarah's example, to keep the cash liquid instead of locking it in a wall. While on the other side, we are talking about those people who choose to buy. So buying is a force mindset. It's like a mindset that forces you for a saving for the long term. On this flip side of buying in 2026 is about a home with a up to 4.2% of interest rate. If the monthly payment is almost 600 more than Sarah, then in this option, you would be paying higher on the mortgage, more than Sarah if you would live in the same situation, in the same someone who's buying will not care about the 600 loss or what they're paying extra, because they know the landlord cannot just raise their rent by 2% every year or approximately, but you must check, do your due diligence to check how much your town is allowed to increase every year. For the insurance side, you have someone who's buying is paying a premium insurance to their property and include all the other fees like property taxes and all the other, we noticed in 2026 the insurance premium has skyrocketed, and those costs, guess what, who's paying them? It's the tenants who's paying those costs. So what the landlord just does, They just take those costs and increase them to the next payment when it's due, and the tenants are the one who's gonna pay those costs. So which means that someone who's actually buying is looking at a long-term investment, who's looking at the, when you buy, you say equity is king and cash flow is a queen. That basically you are pushing on the equity, because even if you buy in a down market, you just have to hold on your house until you're able to get more money on the equity side over cash flow. Even if it's cost you more monthly, you are just paying, you will be paying yourself through the principal down when you are paying your mortgage. So you just have to hold on your investment, on your house. And as you know, buying a house, it's a forced saving plan. For those people who they don't actually invest the extra cash if they would rent it. So we are getting close to the end of the show. I just wanted to bring the idea of when you're buying, you're just gonna stay 7 years or less, depending with which market you are in. If it's a down market, then it requires more time to hold on to your investment. You value, in that case, stability over liquidity. Lastly, you enjoy the DIY project. As I mentioned, it's when I bought my first property. It was back during COVID time, and we had a lot of, you would buy and you would have to fix your house yourself. It was hard to hire someone to come fix your house because all this regulation and all of this. It was hard. I remember I had to learn how to fix my own stuff, to fix the windows, you name it, from carpet, from flooring and painting the house. All of this I had to do it myself. And yeah, you learn things by doing them. You learn, and you must have the patience. You will be patient and on learning things and implementing them. So on the other hand, if you would rent, then it would be good for someone who value convenience, I would say, because you are looking for a better job. Maybe your job will change the provinces. You don't know if you're going to stick to one job. Maybe you want to change your career. So in that case, renting would be a best option. But take that extra cash that you get, put it into a diversified portfolio that would work for you. You were putting your capital into the market, not into the wall, or locked it into your house. You value the liquidity. So in that case, you are making some money. You are not throwing money away. So let's conclude this. See you guys in the next episode.
Thanks for listening to the Real Estate Growth Investor Circle Canada. We hope you learned something valuable today that will help you continue to move forward on your real estate journey. If you need more information or you'd like to reach Gob for a one-on-one, go to growthinvestorscircle@gmail.com. Join us next time for more tips and proven strategies to grow your real estate business. Until next time, remember, progress comes one step at a time.